be so kind as to escort the blacksmith and his wife here, so that they can join the evacuation? You'll find their home on the outskirts of the encampment. The smith's wife, Cliodhna, would sooner have naught to do with us, and is apt to turn any of my knights away on sight. I can only hope she will be more willing to listen to you.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Or must be urged to evacuate.
We ought to choose our next destination based on the movements of the clouds. I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. At times, I find myself wondering why we must fight against our fellows.
Indeed, you are correct.
I will finish this, here and now.
You have my protection.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Nice armor you've got. It looks better on you.
Do you feel the ground tremble underfoot? 'Tis proof that the volcano is very much awake.
Remain focused. A clouded mind shall serve you poorly in an ambush.
Then I shall remain by your side.
Chapter!
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
You'll like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
There's something odd about the passage of time here.
Twould seem this is no longer the world we know.
Is there no way to return things to how they were before?
Who's there? Here we go again.
We must focus on finding victory, whatever our discomfort.
Very well. I shall return. We're to have any hope of this. We must employ every tool and tactic at our disposal.
Quickly, you must regain your feet.
First and foremost, onslaught on balance. It will prove a much easier target when lying prone.
And all our strength, we must stand together if we are to seize victory. Discovering what those clouds truly are may well be the key to everything.
At times, I find myself wondering why we must fight against our fellows.
True enough.
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
Douse the flames before 'tis too late. To victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Now that is a surprise.
I expect this would fetch a fair sum at market.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
Master, I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it?
Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route.
A flawless execution.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
Master, I'm not sure how much longer I can keep going without rest.
I only hope we don't encounter any foes.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
I shall take this opportunity to observe our surroundings.
Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but it strikes me that you've more scars than others of our kind. I fear your travels have been hard going.
Each one is a memory formed at my master's side, and I am proud to wear them all.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Aye? What do you want? My husband and I are simple folk. In these perilous times, all we ask is to be left alone. Pray leave us be, sir. I'm sorry. You'd have us evacuate with the encampment? Why, we could never. Come what may, this place is our home.
Now, I'll hear none of that. Stranger or no, our guest came all the way out here just to warn us. That's the mark of a good sort, and I trust my gut. This one shan't steer us wrong.
But Gautstafr, what of your back?
Ah, I can manage a little walking. Besides, I'd rather hike 1,000 leagues on 2 bloody stumps than lose you, my dear.
Oh, Gautstafr, how can I say no to that?
Oof! Confound this back of mine! Don't trouble yourself with me, sir. Lead on.
Very well, sir. We shall join you. Would you be so kind as to escort us to our destination?
Let us see our charges in the encampment, but be mindful.
The path seems much changed since last we walked it.
Outstanding.
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
One should think we'll be able to counter whatever comes our way.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
Could I trouble you to walk a wee bit slower? My back is like to... Oh! There it goes!
I shall wait. Just recalled, I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
During my time with Lord Phases, I found myself in a strange state of being. I was conscious of nothing. Nothing, that is, save your presence, Master. I cannot explain it. Mayhap it was made possible by the bond we shared.
Glad as this reunion is, it must have been a shock to find the world so changed upon your waking.
I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
By your command, Risen.
Profitable endeavor. strange.
This could grant us an edge in battle, if we use it well.
Well, here we are. How long before the evacuation begins, I wonder?
Would you find Sir Ernesto and tell him we've arrived? Let him know that we'll wait here till the time comes.
Given us an order. Surely you do not intend to disobey?
Sir, I implore you to reconsider. Surely you can see that the situation is dire.
How many times must I say it? I'll not be ordered about. Not by ye, not by anyone. Now bugger off and leave me alone.
Ah, good. You're back. I'm afraid there's another matter for which I must beg your assistance. It concerns the fellow I was just speaking with, Sir Lamond. The man's something of a regular at our hot springs. I sought him out to tell him of the evacuation, but he has flatly refused to join us. I must confess, I'm at a loss as to how I might convince him. Could I prevail upon you to try your hand? At this point, methinks anything I say will fall on deaf ears.
Perhaps we might speak with this Sir Lamond. The evacuation efforts stand...
Aye? What would ye of me? Not this again. I'm here to live my life as I see fit. I'll not be ordered about by anyone, cuz. You got that? Aye. I know those two. Good people. But I don't see why I should have to be the one responsible for them. Why don't ye do it? If they mean so much to ye. Oi! I heard out your request. Kindly bugger off and leave me in...
Sir Lamond has refused to lend his aid, and it seems there's little hope of changing his mind. Let us inform Sir Ernesto.
We've let ourselves down.
So, Sir Lamond is not to be convinced. 'Twould have eased my mind to have him join us, but I suppose there's naught to be done. The hour of our departure is almost upon us. 'Twill be slow going, no doubt. We have wounded whom we must accommodate. Yet, come what may, I swear to see them all to safe harbor.
The people of Volcanic Island are evacuated. May they make it through the impending chaos intact.
Indeed, you are correct.
You're no soldier. I'd not recommend camping. You'll awake neath a blanket of ash. I can give you a roof over your head at least.
Shall we get some rest then?
I've little enough gold to spend.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I aspire, Hobgoblin!
Fire's fury shan't be of aid against this. The clouds have already swallowed so much of this world.
Panicking will avail us not.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Arisen, are you all right?
Then I shall remain by your side. We are to retreat, then?
Let us defer to the resistance.
Right you are.
I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along. We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. I did my best to match your skill, Master.
the day ever come when we might employ one again? shall hasten to your aid.
Leave an opening. Focus your attacks.
A focused attack will end this foe.
I will protect you. Foremost priority. Gautstafr.
Not far to go now. Keep your focus.
Certainly, Ernesto. How might I be of aid? I am here to aid you. Comrade.
I only hope I did not disappoint you. We'll not find a better opening. Strike the horn, now! 'Tis heartening to think that the peril has passed by our efforts, if only for a time.
I see you do not relent. Your persistence is most intriguing. What is it that impels you, my woman? Alas, would that the world had not come to this. For I am certain that your tale would have been a glorious one. Yet, 'twas not to be. You need only cast your gaze upward to glimpse the futility of your defiance.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
We ought to put it to good use.
There is naught more you can achieve here, Arisen. The time for resistance is long past.
Tis a Gollem!
I doubt ice will be of any use against it.
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to craft things for you in my spare time. If ever you've need of an ear to listen.
There is a root that imperils the lives of those around us. We are only restless and excited. Even the Arisen.
One of our countries should start showing signs of this series.
To rush headlong into battle. Let us squat on my mind is clearer than ever.
Tis the simplest strategy path, though. Knock its feet out. foe is nigh unstoppable when 'tis wrath. We must do all we can to prevent it from losing its temper. How are we meant to attack it without hindering it? Quickly, Arisen! You must regain your footing!
Thank you, friend. I dread to think what might have become of me had you not happened along when you did. This place does not have long left, I fear. We ought to get to safety, though I have to wonder if anywhere is safe now. I'd gladly accompany you, believe me. But the others here? Well, suffice to say, they won't be able to join us. Follow me. You'll see what I mean.
I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen. Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy.
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. I could really use some assistance.
Well, here you have it. They've been like this for a month straight now. They refuse to leave. You might as well try talking to a wall. You'll have more luck. I know they don't die like we do, but it seems cruel to abandon them here, all the same. I never wanted to be here, you know, taking part in all of this. The enslavement of pawns doesn't sit well with me. I suppose that's why I can't bring myself to leave them behind. Either that, or the current state of the world helps to put things in perspective. At any rate, I've tried everything I can think of to get them out, but naught's done any good. I'm at rather a...
The command came a month ago or more. We are to remain here, and so we remain.
I implore you, Arisen. Take me with you.
So they're staying here because they were ordered to remain? And they told you that, did they? Strange. I couldn't get a word out of them. I wonder why they saw fit to speak with you. But never mind that. More importantly, you've given me an inkling of the problem at hand. 'Twas the Overseer's doing, methinks. When the world changed, that craven up and ran for his life. But on his way out, he used that artifact they call the God's Way to command the pawns to protect him. I expect that order of his is what the pawns were referring to. But why would they continue to obey when the man is long gone? Unless... Listen, friend. I've a thought. What say you have a... If the Overseer's command is indeed still in effect, it could be that he is lurking somewhere not far from here. Use that key to have a look around. It should open any doors you come across. Best keep your eyes peeled for the Overseer as well. Have a feeling he's still lurking about here somewhere.
Pawns need only obey the true Arisen. I suspect one of those spelled artifacts employed at the coronation is at work here.
Indeed, you are correct. A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? So, the pawns were being held here by the power of this God's Way. Now they ought to be free to make good their escape.
I concur.
So, there was naught left of the Overseer but bones, eh? I'll wager he thought to take the pawns with him to the grave. He always was a spiteful old goat. At any rate, I'm well grateful for your aid, friend. Now that I only hope they'll heed my words as they have yours. But I'm not worried. I'll find a way to reach them in time, no doubt. My word. Isn't this the God's Way? With this, I'll be able to guide the pawns to the refuge without delay. Now there's no chance of any of them being left behind. Seems I've no end of things to thank you for, my friend. I appreciate all you've done here. I'll get the pawns to safety, don't you worry.
Tis strange to think the God's Way we've used to guide my course.
A result to be proud of.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry. There is a matter I would entrust to you alone. My thanks.
What has happened to this place? Was it not once underwater?
Hell is.
Mining is futile here. Battle is best avoided here. These people when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Forgive me for being a burden, Arisen.
I will protect you.
All is well. I feel as fit as ever. Oof, that was close. Our foe is repelled by some miracle. Now this region shall be safe, at least for the time being.
I knew that I could counter...
As a matter of fact, curious thing, one of my former masters chose to hire only women. I wonder why.
Each to their own.
Here we go again.
What?
I am well aware of this. By your leave.
You have my gratitude. A gift. Take it with my heartfelt thanks.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we...
I found myself in a strange state of being. I was conscious of nothing. Nothing that is save your presence, Master.
uncountable created, only to be snuffed out like candles by the cold breath of oblivion. Eventually, the Great Wheel tired of witnessing this. It sought to overturn oblivion by granting unto it a role, a duty, an identity. I speak of the dragon. By the Great Will does the dragon create a cycle, allowing it to forestall arisen is selected by the Great Will to play the role of the dragon's guarantee. That is how this world is built. The dragon serves to continue the cycle, and the arisen exists to oppose it. This is the true meaning of the dragon's dogma. Once, everyone in this world had a role to play. For a well-crafted tale has no excess. There must be a reason for each character's inclusion. Yet, this means that should even one of these characters stray from their assigned role, the tale entire will unravel. And if it does, their world will end. Such is the choice you have made, Risen. By rejecting your opportunity in this world, you have left all others on the chest of the four worlds they yourself. Pawns are no exception. Born of the nothingness of they granted the role, leading the perpetuation of the cycle. Yet, bereft of the dragon, that role has been unwritten. Only nothingness awaits the now.
It's clear to me now, Arisen. I am no longer a mere vessel. Your great will has imbued me with a lesser will of my own. Will is power. 'Tis the means to shape the world as one desires. Master!
Oblivion fades. This tale's end has been unwritten. My heart, it aches. A new world comes. A new tale is set to unfold. Yet, it seems I will not be there to watch it.